So my 30-gallon right here is in quite a bit shambles. It looks horrible. The rocks have been all messed up during water changes and stuff. First off is catching all the fish. We're gonna move most of the fish up here to this tank, which is eventually gonna be for breeding the lemon blue eyes, but not yet. We're gonna move that light up there. We're gonna move the pacu into the 30-gallon, and then he's only gonna be in there for probably a week before he gets moved, if that, honestly. But after we do all that, we're gonna move all the monster fish in here out of the 55, just because I know it's a bit of a downgrade, but we had a situation where there's a fish, what is that? Where the goldfish had to go in it, so it's a bit of a problem. But I'm gonna start catching all these fish out. I'm gonna catch the super red because that's gonna go in the 55, which that doesn't have any light, that sucks. But it is a super red female. We got some lemon blue eye males. Hopefully we'll get some breeding there and we'll have more lemon blue eye babies. So I just wanted to add real quick, I have 2 bowls to separate all the plecos in. What the? But I have 2 bowls that I can separate the plecos in, the super red and these guys. But yeah, we're gonna add the super red into the 75. We'll put her in that one and we'll put the rest in there. Got her, guys. We got her. So her I will move immediately. I should not have just thrown that on my bed. But that is her in this little white dome, which, where? There it is. There's the baggie. Is it recording? Yeah. So we're gonna get her into this. Oh, I should do it over the bucket, shouldn't I? But we'll do the last bit for you guys of getting her in, even though it's getting my floor all wet. Got her. That was so easy. Usually these guys get real upset when you do it. I'm trying to get her. But that's her in the bag, right there. We will get her moved now. I'll show you guys where she's going, because the lights are gonna be off. So she's going in the living room tank. We're just gonna float her for a while. Hawk, she's not your snack. You know that about the other plecos, you'll figure out about this one. But they think I'm feeding them, so I'll probably feed them before I take her out. Hopefully, I can get the lights on for when I take her out, but I'll show you her in the tank with the lights on. Sup, Charlie. So the water has not cleared up yet, but we're gonna add these guys up here. I just start catching them out. I know that's not all of them in here, because in the start I think I saw like 6 at least. I know there's a few more. But what I'm gonna do is drain it some, which I've already done a little, and like try to cycle it out to clean it faster. So I just released all of the normal chocolate plecos into their thing. There's one left. There's about 25 minutes of footage I'm gonna have to cut out just because of how long it took me to catch that fish. Yeah, it took 25 minutes for me to catch that last fish. But now I gotta go release the other fish and also finish draining the tank. The light has not yet been turned on, but we will release the late pleco. That's her. Now she's out and free. The fish are very confused on why I'm giving them food so much at the... Okay, so I literally had to move all the sand up there to try to manage to drain everything. I was unsuccessful. But I'm gonna get to scaping now. So Okay, so I think that's done. I'm gonna get to refilling soon, but I'm gonna take a few minutes before I do that. So the tank has been scaped completely, or at least for now completely, but I gotta get this thing filled real fast. So I'm gonna start filling that up, and I'm probably not gonna film it just because I have to do it pretty quick. I know the bottom's still a little dirty, the filters will help with that, and I'm gonna clean it a little more once I get it filled up. That's just the scape there. So I filled the tank and just added another filter, the filter from our little guy here, pacu. I know I shouldn't have put that filter in there, but it's broken, which I gotta take it out, but I'm trying to save the media. But I will just move that into something else. I'm just saving that temporarily, and then I'm gonna move it. The scape did get a little messed up, so I'm gonna have to fix it a little. I'll try to do that now. But I did upgrade the filter by putting a filter from my Endler tank just temporarily in here. So I'm gonna wait for this to clear up, and then we will get to planting and adding fish. So now after about 3 attempts, we're gonna try again to get the plants. It's just so humid in here. I'm gonna collect a few of the Babka CSP plants, just throw them on our plate, which these are a really cool plant. They're pretty rare too. I just wanted to add that. You don't see them really ever. I've seen them like once from the same person I got them from, and I haven't seen them since. That's my pitcher plant, by the way. I just wanted to show that off. But I'm gonna try to collect a few big plants of the. That's why I said try. I don't think I'm gonna succeed at this. That is a huge plant. That's it with another little baby one. So I'm wanting at like 2 of those, but I'm not sure how realistic that is gonna be. There's another little one, as big, probably 3. We'll give the little babies some more room to grow too. But yeah, there's the plants except for this one, which, I mean, oh, the Nubia survived. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by all the plants. I'm not gonna put a cryptocorn in, I just don't really want to use any more since I used the one. I need to keep some stock to just grow them. And then probably some little frog bit. Not any of the huge overgrown pieces since it's in the house. We'll just take a few scoops of this. More. That piece is huge. Look at that. There. Yeah, just these are like little offshoots, these big pieces. Like, look at that. Oh, I thought that was the whole one. But that is our not very well organized plant selection, which we'll just get that all right there. And then I'm gonna bring that in and plant the bill. Okay, so I washed these off. I'm gonna start planting the tank. Oh, is that in front of the camera? No, it's not really, but it was a little. So these are more of a background plant, but I'm trying to figure out where to put them right now. I'm gonna do a lilium there, a lotus, whatever they're called. But I need to I'm gonna try to get this planted back into the stick, which is not the easiest to do clearly, but will probably messing up all my hardscape. We got it. No, we didn't. And we'll use that to kind of just hide and to give the fish some hiding spots. Ow, the filter's messing me up. So we'll move the filter a little. And do it like that, I think. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Kind of pinch it in with that rock. Doesn't look the greatest, but looks good for now. And I'll come back later and fix it all up. Which, over there, I want to plant another one of the, well, 2 of these right here. It's 2 pieces of water sprite. Just, am I able to get this? Just in the rocks behind the filter. Which water sprite is a nice plant for doing stuff like that. Just because it's a little easier going. It's a little dehydrated right now, just from transport, but the thing was a little dry in there. I know it looked soaked, but it was dry for these plants since they're aquarium plants and it's grown immersed. We'll just plant those kind of around the tank as like little decorations. There's a flower that'll just end up falling off, so I'll get that off now so you don't have anything rotting in there. So now I'm gonna just plant the frog bit, which is another Amazonian plant, which these are huge right here. But yeah, these ones we just let float around. So I'm just gonna pretty much just plop all of these in to have some extra cover for the fish to feel a little bit more comfortable, hopefully. And I could not find swords, but I'm gonna try to find some more plants to throw in here. So after robbing my mother, I successfully found some more plants, such as this dwarf Sagittarius, cryptocorin, and whatever type of, I don't remember what it's called. And we're not doing this on as an episode basis, pretty much, as in every video. I'm not having a freaking 5 minutes where I try to figure out what a plant is called, or anything's called. I did move the little stick that's in here to over there so you could actually see it. But this is starting to look really nice. That plant is not gonna do well, the leaf at least, but it will grow in and look better. I'm probably gonna put a little bit of the Java fern in the rocks, or no, not Java fern, Java moss, just to make it look a little better. I didn't film it because I was trying to be quick. So these are the catfish right here, a red tail and tiger shovelnose red tail hybrid. That's a better view. He's definitely been eating. Him, I'm not so sure if he's been getting food because of the other fish. This is why I'm moving them into the other tank, because I'm just worried about them getting their food. But we're gonna have these guys float for about 30 minutes until they're ready to go in here. I just gotta double check the seal on the bag. Yep, that needed it. But yeah, we're gonna have these guys acclimate, and then we're gonna have to acclimate this guy. He's gonna be a lot harder to catch and probably need a bigger bag. So guys, now it is time to release the fish, which I'm just gonna show them off a little. Which, I'm trying to do it with my hand though. So that's the red tail being released. I was gonna try to show you guys how the guys like do it with their hand. I can't do that because the lighting's bad, which we really can't do that with the other fish. Poor guy. That's the red tail tiger shovelnose hybrid. They're both swimming off opposite ways. I'll go throw that over there, our bucket of stuff. Now with the pacu, big guy, he got a big bag, so I gotta double check the temperatures of the water. It's a little hotter right there. I'd consider that good. This fish is so bony. I was talking to someone who keeps them, or kept them. He's like, be careful with them because they can hurt you because their heads are so bony and then they run into you when they're getting like scared or something. Which you guys would see that if you would have, if I would have recorded the catching them out. Honestly, the catfish were probably more crazy though. They're not thrilled though. I thought the tiger shovelnose was already gone, the hybrid. That's him going into the stick. It's the red tail there. And then that's the pacu. Which, to make him feel a little better, I'm sure the pacu will try to feed him. I guess he's that upset right now. Oh, I'll get it to them. Okay, so hopefully they eat that. But I'd just like to say goodbye guys. Please like and subscribe. That's gonna have to be it for this video because I gotta get ready for stuff.